Beauts, welcome back to Pretty Scary. If you're new here, please subscribe. Now today I am paying homage to a beautiful actress from the 1960s, Sharon Tate. She is currently being portrayed by Margot Robbie in Tarantino's new film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood even. And what most people know about Sharon Tate is the awful way in which she died. But I want to pay homage to her and her classic beauty. She was a bright young star who was tragically cut short, whose life was tragically cut short. I want to make sure that this video is respectful. I don't want to turn her into a Halloween makeup because she is way more than that and worth a million times more than that. The 60s look is very popular, and I know that a lot of people will be looking to recreate the look once the film comes out, hence why I'm doing this makeup. One thing I did notice about Sharon Tate when I was looking at reference pictures of her was just how timeless her beauty was. You could see a picture of her and think that it was from today. She doesn't look sort of stereotypically 1960s. She hasn't got that really kind of heavy look. Hopefully recreate that as best as possible, so I hope you enjoy this video. By the magic of editing, I have now got rollers in my hair. So first start with your base. You want to create a nice even base. I'm just using a Wet n Wild foundation and then my NARS concealer. I've since found out that NARS isn't cruelty free, so I will not be buying them again. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I'm just putting the concealer under my eyes because I've had no sleep, so I look rather tired, and just over my lids to prime them. Sharon had lovely even skin, so yeah, just want to make your skin look as perfect as possible. And then taking the NYX contour palette, cream contour palette, and just contouring my cheekbones. She had great cheekbones, so I'm just trying to recreate those as best as possible. Make sure you blend your contouring in really well to make it look as natural as you possibly can. And I'm just contouring slightly along my jawline too. I'm not so much trying to make myself look like her as such, but just trying to create her look as best as possible. So then just putting some powder on my lids and then filling in my brows with some Brow Fix brow powder. And then starting to sketch out the 1960s eye makeup look. There's a few different eye makeup looks that she seemed to rock, but this one, it seemed to be the most typically 1960s. So I was trying to kind of find a balance between a more typical 1960s look, but also keeping the essence of her, because as I said earlier, she was quite a sort of classic timeless beauty, and she didn't really kind of do the more extreme 60s fashions of the time with her hair, makeup, or her clothes really. So just sketching out that rough shape with this slight wing at the edge and then filling that in. I start off with a lighter sort of taupey brown colour and then just go up to a slightly darker grey brown shade, making sure to just slightly blend that edge, but not, you don't want to kind of blend it in so that it's really blown out, but you just want to soften that edge so it doesn't look really harsh. So there you see me just deepening it up with that deeper shade like I mentioned a moment ago. Now I've got two very different shaped eyes, so I had to make these slightly different shapes so that they read right when my eyes were open. That's why they look slightly different when my eyes are shut. Again, just softening those edges. And just deepening up again. Just make sure you get the depth that you want. You can use any shade for this really, but I just use these more neutral colours. These are the colours that I used, number 1, number 2 and number 3. And then I just took the middle of those shades just underneath my eyes, just to tie the under eye to the upper eye, and again just blended that slightly to soften it. And then went back over that with the deepest of the shades just to deepen that up a little bit. And then powdered underneath my eyes and anywhere else that I felt needed powdering. brushing off the excess. And then taking a powder contour, I just wanted to just kind of define those contours a little bit more again because they got a little bit lost. So I just wanted to intensify them slightly with a powder over the cream. I pull the most ridiculous faces when I'm doing makeup. I mean, look at it. Look at it. What is that? What is that? My little girl actually pulls very similar faces. I can see where she gets it from. And then taking my Morphe blush palette in the cool tones and just putting some nice blush on my cheeks. And then from that contour palette, just taking a highlighter and putting that on my cheekbones, my chin, down my nose and just in the centre of my forehead. Just very light brushing, you don't want to really over the top blinding highlight. And then I just took a liquid liner and just did a nice thin line along my top lashes. No wing because you already have the wing with the eyeshadow. And then I use this two-step mascara. Just curl my lashes and then put on the two steps. So starting off with the gel and then using these little fibres on top and then gel to set it back in. And I use that on both my top and my bottom lashes. Then taking a NYX liner in this nice neutral shade. Now I did want to try and sort of recreate Sharon's lip shape to a certain extent. So I did just change my lip shape very, very slightly with the liner. And then I stuck on some false lashes, so I don't really know why I bothered with the two-step mascara. But hey, there you go. And then to recreate the nice sort of muted pink that she wears, I used a couple of different lipsticks. So first of all, this nice bright pink from Primark, and then a liquid lipstick on top, also from Primark, in a kind of creamy beige shade. And just mixing the two of those together gave me the nice shade that I was looking for. Just redefining the lip line slightly. And then I took out my hair and just brushed it through to get this nice sort of blown out curly look. Bit of gloss and you're done. Right, Beauts, this is the finished Sharon Tate look. I found a top which was vaguely sort of 60s stroke 70s and a long necklace because she seems to have a long necklace on in quite a few pictures, and I just took my hair out the rollers, brushed it and backcombed it at the back slightly to give like a voluminous 60s look. If you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. It really helps my channel out with the engagement rate and also lets me know what you like and what you don't like. And thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.